So I didn't do the best this time. I didn't type it up, but I got some recaps. So we picking up on the Neverlight Grove, and it looks like it's being rejuvenated, which is amazing and greatly reducing the Zigmoid's corruptive influence in the Underdark. After a few days, we meet with the king, and he thanks us and requests our help to beat the big Ziggy and cast her from the demon lord's body, which is a part that lives in the dreamscape. It holds a purer form of the mushrooms. We also learn that cities up above also fell from the corruption from the mushrooms. We kind of greedily asked if there was any other rewards, and it kind of reminded us they gave us a cool staff and a big old diamond. And I'm like, oh yeah, cool. And they tell us that the Myconids can send us to the dreamscape via a ritual. On our downtime, Hork did make an adamantium armor for Vic and recast Sir Croaksalot 2.0 Electric Boogaloo. After a little preparation on our part, 13 Myconids do a ritual to astral project our minds to the dreamscape, aka space. But our bodies will stay there, they'll take care of them. When we get there, we see a giant stone skull, the Akamoids and the Zigmoids. There's a lot going on up here. And then we feel a pressure from the Demon Queen. She's stopping us. And she flings us to a new world with lots of colors and fungus and spores. It's really a fungal world. And we're in the doomed Kirin, the city of Kalaman from Dragonlance. Some people knew about. I did not. It's abandoned and in ruins, and we see a lot of remains of the people. Not cool, and skulls of cats split open that might attack sometime at night. I don't know. Ultimately, we're attacked by some fungal thralls, a shambling mound look-alike type thing, and we hear a child offering aid off in the distance. So we kind of follow the child while killing these shambling mounds over and over again. There's dozens of them, or well, I guess only five, half a dozen ish. We kill them, and like their bodies spill out of them. They killed a lot of people. They engulf some of us. Some are blind of us are blinded and restrained. Um, and we just keep hearing this child's voice, and we keep following it into more and more of those mounds. And then ultimately, we have to crawl through like a two crashed wagons, and Hork makes me really small, which makes me kind of talk like this. It's kind of fun. And we still follow that shoutery creature towards the south and attacked by more mounds. And ultimately, Doug kills their captain, maybe, of the Draconians that are kind of evilish, dragonborn looking people. They're heavily infected. And we all follow the kid into a safe spot, and that's kind of where we pick up, I think.
For the recap. So Doug, you're next on recap.
Yep.
I forgot. I forgot the. I don't know. I keep doing this. It's my own fault because I've been feeling weird for a while. You guys have to level up, by the way.
We're eight?
Yes.
Oh, geez.
Oh wow.
What do I get a level 8? So many levels.
I get an ability score.
I got ability score 2
Hell yeah, man.
or a feat. What feat do I want? So many options.
We're level 8? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
put 2 images in there in the Discord for the individual that was a shadow figure, as they are in this world. Obviously, they are kind of like a halfling, but they're called a different race in this world. Of course, they're considered Kenders. If you've played Dragonlance before in the past, they're basically equivalent, but they're kind of unique to their own trade compared to halflings. As you begin to make yourself into the interior of the wooden tower, gutted completely, it only has 2 obvious exits. You begin to see a door which you've entered in through the trapdoor leading into the roof. It can be accessed from a short stairwell, as both the doors are sturdy and can be barred easily enough. As Tasseltop motions you to get in here to be quiet, so a few minutes later you hear a shrieking from outside fade away as the creatures do not follow and pursue you to death. You can see Tassel Atop kind of begins to whisper towards you a little bit as he notices your appearance is for naught, as he looks human but very small, as he looks very childlike but is like an adult, much older than most of you. As you can tell, he's very supernatural fearless to avoid those creatures. With such weaponry he has, you can see he has like this rather large stick with a slingshot attachment on top of it, like a U. As you can see, he has oddities of pots and pans. As you can see, most of his equipment and his armory is all well made from him, as he looks kind of like a trash bandit, if anything. As he looks at you, greetings and salutations, new friends. Welcome towards Calaman. You're strangers from here. I can tell you're not from here. I've never seen a dark-skinned creature like you before, and I haven't seen a creature with horns like that, as well as you must be a different kind of breed of draconic creature. As he speaks towards all of you, not realizing some of you are normal in standards, but from in this world, you are foreign to him. As he's curious, kind of poking and prodding for a bit, as he begins to look at your objects, as he naturally, inherently tries to borrow things, but obviously not trying to steal, as Kenders love to do. They like to take without asking, realizing you're quickly kind of frowned upon on that notion. So what brings you upon these lands, foreigners?
Can you give us a moment? Like, I'm still in the middle of like reading things.
Yeah.
Too fast, man. And it only seems to give me an option to choose a feat. I can't upgrade my abilities.
It's
I
one
think
it's one of the
it's one of
feats.
the feats, yeah. It's
It's just
ability score improvement.
improvement. Yeah.
What is it?
Ability score improvement is so you just take that feat, ability score improvement, and then you can choose 2 ability scores to increase.
Why do they make it so difficult?
No idea.
Okay, thank you.
You guys, should I get Polar Master or Warcaster?
I would take Polar Master. Warcaster
Yeah.
is very underwhelming in this.
I like Warcaster. Unless you
I
really
found Warcaster.
use a lot of concentration spells.
I haven't been using a lot. I do have some now. Alright, I'll take Polar.
That'll give you the bonus to the staff too, right?
You get the bonus to the stat increase. And to give me ASI too.
I get 4th level spells, so I get Fire Shield and Freedom of Movement for being a war domain, and then I took Aura of Life as my 4th level spell. Would have been immensely useful before. Emanates a 30-foot emanation. While in the aura, you and your allies have resistance to necrotic damage, and your hit point maximum can't be reduced. That would have been fun.
Hmm.
Like 10 sessions ago.
So, opinion, guys. Do you think that something like banishment is any better than Dimension Door versus like greater invisibility?
All situational.
I know.
You find yourself wanting to escape more? That's the real question. Or do you like staying in the battle longer? I see spells like this, what your class, what your character would do in that circumstances, and what kind of spells she would utilize by her personality.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I do with my character.
Those are the ones I think that she would pick out of these options. Like, she's not going to take necromancy ever.
Oh yeah, this is so her. I took Phantasmal Killer.
Ooh, I was looking at that too.
Yeah, all the phantasmal spells make sense for your character. It's all with dreams and bringing out
Yeah.
realities to fruition. The only downfall is a lot of them are like hit or miss spells. They're like, if it doesn't succeed, it does nothing.
Even though I don't need the strength, I'm thinking great weapon master, so I can just go on killing sprees.
Grandmaster is always a good one, especially if you haven't used your bonus action.
I'm switching out another spell for Phantasmal Force too.
Oh. Question. So I am tempted to pick Elemental Adept, so I can never roll less than a 2 on acid damage, and I ignore resistance. But I'm wasting the +1 to stat, because my intelligence is already 20. Is that worth, or should I just pick maybe like a magic initiate to have more versatility in cantrips?
Is there an artificer one?
Uh, sorry?
I thought there would be like artificer feats.
And no, there's sadly no artificer feats, at least on the UA. I am usually doing acid damage, which is why it's tempting.
I look
pick
online.
the
Sometimes they
elemental.
say like spell sniper's a good one. Resilience is a good one. Chef can be a
Spell
good
Sniper
one.
was also useful. I do have Warcaster. I don't know if it makes sense to also get Spell Sniper.
Alert or initiative, greaseman. There's a lot. I don't know.
I just feel weird, like, because I'm not taking advantage of the ASI, of the half ASI, because my casting skills are all either maxed out or even number.
There's a meta magic adept as well. Or or if you want to be boring, you just get the tough feat, get more HP.
Well, I am made of butter.
Or keen mind. There's a lot of good ones.
So I get 2. I think I'm going to take Dimension Door and Banishment. Actually, no. Greater Invisibility and Dimension Door. So I can put one of you guys Greater Invisibility.
An invisible Doug.
Right?
An invisible hasted Doug.
Dangerous.
Murderbot.
What is the study action?
What was that?
What is the study action?
Study action?
Yeah, so I'm doing Keen Mind, and it says that you can take the study action as a bonus action.
That's
Study
new.
action is an intelligence check. You make study. Use your memory, a book or clue, or source of knowledge to call to mind. It's just a role play stat.
Okay.
So you can basically examine areas and surrounding areas, nearby creatures, magical artifacts, recall facts. It's just like a nerd, basically. You just remember certain things. Obviously, in this world, you're not from here, but you could
No.
recall certain things like magical stuff and artifacts and stuff like that, lore-wise, but not the world itself. Since you're going to be teleporting from world to world, likely.
Too bad I can't polymorph and Greater Invisible someone.
No, it's too
Giant
strong.
ape invisible.
Ooh, I do like telekinetic. And my bonus action is usually not that contested.
I find greater invisibility kind of wears off when you get to higher level, because a lot of monsters will have true sight, blind sight, tremor sense, or some other way of seeing you.
I can switch it out later then.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying in general sense it does wear out. It's good at like mid game, but once it gets to like late game, it's kind of useless. It's kind of useless.
Thanks for the warning.
I'm gonna pick telekinetic to be fun.
We can be telekinetic bros.
Bros.
Yes.
And don't forget to add my +1 quarterstaff to yourself, Horik.
Oh yes, that is true. That is going to be very useful for me. Here we go. I can now shove people from a distance, and I have Mage Hand. And +1 quarterstaff, you said?
Yes, a +1 quarterstaff. Mhm.
Bonus action. Just need to know my HP. Ooh. That's a good roll.
Alright. I can now smack one more time per turn.
Can you smack one more time per turn before?
No, I just took Polar Master.
Oh, so you can do the
The
pole
butt
arm.
attack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a bonus action? The butt attack?
Yeah. So I won't be able to do it on my first turn of combat. Normally, because I have to cast Shillelagh.
Yeah, so you have to wait one turn.
Yeah, but if people run up on me, I can smack them now. And that's the main thing.
And then you realize you get into a fight, you're like, oh man, this is a range fight? Fuck.
I have spells.
We'll make you fly. Right.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I read.
Well, you
I'm
guys
good.
you can answer the individual. He asked you where you came from.
We came from the Neverlight Grove. You know that place down south from here, I think it is?
As he shrugs his head. What the hell is that? And what are you? You're strange looking.
You're
Oh
strange
yeah,
looking.
we are in one of those places. We are in a different plane of existence, are we? Oh, we're from a different plane of existence. We're like aliens to you.
Well, you kind of look human, but you're all different. You look like one of those creatures outside, as he points at Doug.
And they were slightly different.
And you look like the baby offspring of a dragon. That looks at Horik.
His ego is through the roof right now.
And you, as he looks at Naziz, I don't even know what those things are pointing at your head. I thought you were like some like blueberry girl or boy. I can't tell. And you, same, but I can tell you're a girl. He looks at Isa. And you look like
Before
a
you try
dark
and read
skin.
me, what is this place called?
What is this place? It's Kryn.
Where are we?
What is a crane?
It's the land. Kryn. You don't know
No,
Kryn?
No.
Wow, this is where you are. The world of Kryn. We're currently in the
Is this
city of
your
Kalaman.
homeland? Do you come from here?
I'm born and raised from here. Not from Kalaman, of course. We are called Kendas. Small folk.
Is he taller than Horik?
He is about 4 feet tall.
Taller than Horik.
He looks like a human. He's got a human's face, but short. So like a halfling looks like a child. He has the human's face, but he's short.
You are an articulate child. You know that? You remind me of the satyrs where I come from.
The hell's that?
You don't know about satyrs? Half goat people?
Sounds like a demon.
How about
No,
elves? Ever heard of elves here?
Yes, we have elves, we have humans, we have dwarfs, and then you have Kendas.
Friend and I point to Ophelia are elves.
Yeah, we're elves.
You don't look like elves. You got the ears, but your skin tone's different.
I just don't get too much sunlight. I'm a little pale.
Well, it doesn't look like we're enemies, and I'm thankfully you managed to get yourselves out of there. I didn't expect you would fight everything.
We're overachievers.
Well, that's good. We need overachievers like yourselves. There's not many left of what's happened here. The ruined city of Kalaman is where you reside now. I don't know how you got here, but you got here somehow. But the land is Salamia, our province and nation. It's ruled by a horrible man named Lord Soth, as Knights of Soth. I guess you could say they're evil knights. About a week ago, some kind of rather planet or moon had blocked out the sun for days, turning the sky a strange shade of green. Plants everywhere began to molder and rot. From the decay grew a gargantuan mushroom and filled the air with spores. Days later, people became sick from these spores, dying before turning into some kind of really weird but kind of interesting fungi zombies. This whole process referred, as we call it, the rotting. Although I'm worried about my friends Tanis and Flint, but I, Tasseltoff, will find all this very terribly interesting, sadly. Because of all this change, well, I feel like I want to explore the world all over again, of course. But, well, now, I've taken refuge. My crew has been taking refuge on a ship known the Horns of Istar. The ship is currently trapped in Sargaro Sea. It's north of Kalaman. And I was dispatched to retrieve a magical chair that might be able to be used to free the ship. But so I'm the sole survivor of a large expedition group. And, well, it's kind of hard to do it on my own. I was wondering, say, wouldn't you mind a help?
How long ago did this blight first come to your land?
A few weeks ago.
All of this damage in just a few weeks?
Yes.
The true power of the Zigmoid.
Zig what?
Yeah,
Must be stopped.
I think your problem is something called a Zigmoid. Some
What
kind
is
of
that?
demon lady.
A
Some
demon?
kind of demon lady.
Stronger than
Yeah.
Lord Soth? I don't believe.
Well, it's one of the few demon lords, so I would assume it's pretty strong. But we're here. Don't worry about it. We'll help you with some of your problems.
Well, the magical chair was used for the Knights of Soth on piloting one of their flying fortresses, which fell from during the sky of the rotting. I suppose searching the wreckage of the falling fortress in hope maybe we can find the chair. But it could be very dangerous indeed. As the fortress fell about a few miles of Kalaman. But we'll have to escape Kalaman, of course. But I do know how to get out of these tunnels, indeed. Up from the city, right towards we need to go. With me, you'll be alright, of course. After all, you followed me, but like the blue one had said, you guys love killing, so hopefully you don't start doing that, or we're going to be here all day.
There was a lot to unpack on both of our sides. I think we need to slow down and communicate here. When you say ship, you mean boat, right? Something that sails upon the water?
Well, yes, a boat. Yes. But there's a floating castle, but now it's crash landed. You don't have those in your time?
I've never seen a sun or a moon in my life before until now. No.
What?
I lived underground my entire life.
That sounds a terrible fate. Are you sure you're not working for Lord Soth?
No, I'm working for Lord Loth. I've
Lord
come here.
Lord Loth? I've never heard of that one before.
I've come to attack the Zigmoid, or to find out its strength. I'm told that this is its purest form here in this realm.
Well, if this thing's a foreign object from your world, why is it here?
It's powerful enough to infect every world. That's the problem.
I actually don't know why it's here, but we did steal one of its little seeds and stuff like that because it was trying to do this kind of stuff to our plane, and now it's over here, but it's still doing stuff to our plane. So we have to come over here to try to mess it with it.
Well, you help me, I'll help you, of course.
Now, I don't mind helping, especially the underdog little folks. She pinches his cheek. She still thinks he's a kid.
He like smacks you away. Get away from me.
I see. But yes, we will help.
I'm 37 years old, thank you very much.
Whoa.
Really? Did some kind of witch trap you inside of that baby body?
It's not a baby
Ophelia.
body, I'm a
Please
kender.
stop.
You never heard of little folk before?
Chocolate.
He's a
ate with a
tourist.
white- What?
I don't have little folk. The only little folk around where I come from are satyrs and children, and pixies, and fairies.
Ophelia, stop.
Pixies sound like make-believe.
Mean and horror.
They are not make believe. They can be vicious. Way
I
more
think-
vicious than you. You're actually pretty well mannered.
Oh, you should see me when
There are dwarves and
get
halflings, too.
startled. But I won't startle with you, of course.
Or don't.
Well, I can lead you towards the Flying Fortress if you help me retrieve the chair back towards the ship. And, well, we have a confident captain that will happily agree to help you out, of course, to head where you need to go. And not to mention, our world's under attack.
What does the chair do?
Oh, it's a magical chair. It was capable of lifting that fortress where we're going into the very skies. But we'll use the chair to get our sea vessel out from its muck. It has the capability of driving any large object into, well, space.
You know, my mama told me about a story once about how we used to have floating lands inside of our land, but some wizard did something and messed it all up for everybody.
Sounds about right. Usually flying fortresses are usually a disaster waiting to happen. Well, you're from another world, I'm from this world. Well, I guess we could potentially,
I'll inside him before I shake his hand.
He doesn't shake your hand. But he looks at you. Depending if you want your hand shaken, he'll totally shake your hand. But in the
Yeah,
Kender way.
What does that mean? Oh, she sucks it.
High five.
Find out.
If she puts her hand out, she trusts him.
Alright, he spits on it and gives you a big loogie high five.
You are just like a satyr. They do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what a
Always trying to
satyr
get
is.
some kind of fluid on somebody.
Well, I do have a person to get you home. They're on the ship. The name Cassiopeia. They are capable of very expertise individuals to get you home. But for now, for the time being, you and I have a fortress to find. As he jumps through the trapdoor. Come. As he's really fast.
Well, I'm not this fast as you. Please slow down.
You're too slow. Come on. As he echoes in the distance.
Aziz will take off after him.
Yeah. I'll try to stealth, but I know I'm not stealthy.
Let's do this.
Seems like speed is the way of thing here, but
I think caution should be our priority here.
Damn, everybody did pretty well besides me.
Honestly, I kind of like Kenders more than the typical halfling. They don't get lucky, but they do get something else, which is kind of cool for their race. which you can play them in the rules, but of course they're kind of like it's kind of weird to play them in a normal setting when you can play a halfling.
Yeah, because you would get confused a lot.
Well, no, you could play a halfling. You just would have different traits, but it wouldn't be. It's not appealing because everybody's like, well, lucky's like the lucky feat's like hard not to pass up, versus a feat that doesn't really help you in circumstances. But they have some weird ass weapons, Kenders. Like this guy has a bow staff with a slingshot attached to it. You can use it as a weapon and a range attack. Everything they find, they make it into a weapon somehow. There's a will, there's a way. That's the Kender way. As you guys begin to travel for a while, throughout the only a few miles of Calaman to the falling fortress is an extreme taxing journey. The air is unbearable and hot, suffocating and humid. The damp, slimy ground makes every step a battle. Every present of spores and smog makes you nearly impossible to breathe at times. After what feels eternity, you eventually arrive to your destination, as it takes you about a day's journey. The wreckage of the smashed fortress rises like a small mountain from a putrid muck. Dead bodies can be seen everywhere, most of which are pinned beneath the debris. You guys can take a long rest too. Obviously, replenish yourselves as the day has conspired past. As some of the corpses are covered in long, wiry mushrooms, as they're rather potently hissing at each of you as you pass by them. As you begin to investigate the perimeters of destroyed fortress, you find an unnatural tunnel leading into the rubble. As I will bring you to a map.
5 and 6. Oh, potion of flight and potion of.
Upon finding the entrance, you hear what sounds like a blare of a war horn in the distance. As Tasseltoff stiffens in response, exclaiming, "Oh no! The Knights of Soth! They must be coming to secure and reclaim their fortress. We better move fast!" As Tasseltoff is correct. The horn announcing the approach of the Conduit Knights. But they have hours ahead before they arrive. As he begins to quickly enter the tunnels. A frightening experience. Nearly 1 million pounds of stone hanging precariously overhead could squash you like a bug. The walls are primarily consisted of fallen stones, shattered furniture, although occasionally a broken body part can be seen peeking through the rubble. After going about 100 feet in the tunnels, an ancient sarcophagus, embedded within the walls here, buckled under an unimaginable weight above. And as you pass them, as Tasseltoff exclaims without warning, "Neat!" as he points towards the freaking sarcophagus that's somehow intact and holding the entirety of the fortress. As he begins to head deeper in, "I wonder if there's anything still inside of them." Before you react, the Kender begins to tug to the near sarcophagus, trying to wrench it open, as the ceiling shifts and rubbling angrily in response. "Oops!" Is it like you all roll me a dexterity save?
Asshole.
That's a Kender for you.
Oh, Jesus.
Dexterity 15. If you failed, you do take some damage. If you succeed, you take nothing. As 4 points of bludgeoning smacks your head.
Dodge the bullet.
As the tunnel leads outside, now completely blocked. As you begin examining the cave closely, you begin to see probably it's safely cleared, although it would be likely take a day or so of labor. But shortly after, you hear a sound of an armored footsteps echoing in the tunnel, heading towards you. As you guys clear as much rubble as possible, it takes a while, but at this point, a little for you to do is to go deeper into the rubble before the knights find you. As you begin to find yourself in a supernatural violet flames of an ancient event known as the Cataclysm, where used to the power of the Flying Fortress. The Flying Fortress has crashed. These flames have spilled forth, infusing the rubble an otherworldly glow. These phantom flames possess many properties on which responds to memories of living or dead, to recreate illusions and scenes and moments to haunt their souls. As you begin to see these flames, almost in a sense, you kind of move through them. You begin to sense almost a memory locked here from a long ago, in ancient times, or even recently. As the memories you see of a knight, you see one of a lord, and many trusted generals. You see commanding the Flying Fortress. You see also an expedition where it crashed onto the ground, seeing leading troops out, burrowing their way, as you also see through memory and fades in description of a young orphan boy about 5 years old crying as he's abandoned by his parents. Local villagers surrounding the child, offering him comfort as the boy eventually calms as he glances into the distance with an unmistakable hate and anger for what has conspired to him. As the dream fades, it lingers forward. You in to see the boy as a teenager now. He walks through the same village, surrounded by town folks who wave him at him, oblivious fondness and affection for him. The boy meets an aging female knight, shining armor, who beckons to him, reading a pile of religious books. As you begin to watch this memory unfold further, the soldier in dark armor embezzled with the symbol of a curved, five-pointed star raids the boy's village. Burning buildings, corpses are everywhere. The female knight fights back against the soldiers and manages to kill one of the ogre leaders before being killed by some draconic humanoid. As the next day, the teenager, who has now grown into a young man, surveys the ashes of his former village. He cries as he buries the knight as he leaves and takes him her distinctive horn helm. As you can ask Tasseltoff upon any of these informations if you desire, either about the five-pointed star or likely what you had conspired and seen. Or keep it to yourself as you desire. As he continues onwards. Go
Okay, we'll go for it. What's up with that 5-pointed star? Do you know anything about that? What happened here?
What do you mean?
That's
Like
simple.
all these. Go ahead.
No, that's
You saw the visions? Ah, the violet flames of Soth. Yes. The five-pointed star is a symbol of Takesis, the leader of the Kryn's evil gods. She is the god of power, pride, and control, as well as the queen of chromatic dragons. As you know her as Tiamat in your world. Seems like she resides here as well, in a different gaze.
Is this what you guys on the surface world do? You just leave your bodies to rot in the place where you kill them? It's pretty barbaric.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I mean,
This is a destroyed castle. Everybody died here.
have we
don't
ever
think this
cleaned
is-
up the bodies that we've killed?
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
true.
think it's exactly his people.
That is fair.
Well,
I'm a hypocrite. What can I say?
as you begin to move further in, you begin to see another kind of visage fade across memory. You can see these illusions of purple glowing in figures once again across your mind. A young man kneeling before a figure charred in full plate. The figure's eyes glow red behind the visor of closed crown like helm. His charred breastplate bears the black rose emblem. An armored figure rises, lowers his sword. Neither the young man as it fades into distance. You may ask upon this vision if you desire, as Tasseltoff leads forward through the rubble tunnels.
And are we? Sorry if I missed this. Are we all seeing these
Yes, you're
visions,
seeing
or is it?
illusions that are happening, like almost like like those fantasy games you played, where you see illusions walk like ghosts, in front of you. You're just watching these memories happen unfold. And then they fade
Is it
away.
normal? Is it normal for us to be seeing these things?
You're asking Tasselhoff?
Yes.
Not particular, but this place is haunted. Many souls have died here. These are remnants. The power of the fortress now brings the properties of the world. I suppose of the flame that resided here, the violet flame, is correlated with Soth. Usually we don't get to see that, but this is a miracle to see memories of old and fallen comrades and memories that fade connected into the world here.
Sure. Lucky.
The man you see there with the black visor and the armored burnt blade with the black rose across him, that is that is a man of once great nobility, now infamous in death, a knight that leads the Knights of Soth. Lord Soth is his name in this world.
But he's dead.
He's still alive, but not anymore in the way you think and I.
Is he like a ghost or a zombie?
Some people believe he's a ghost, haunted to live forever upon the mistakes he had done in his past life. I believe he still regrets about his lover. He regrets for the war that conspired. He regrets of the cataclysm that happened because of his hands. And now he serves to rule this land with an iron fist even after he's gone. Wow, look at this, look at this. We made it inside. Hopefully we get out in time. I don't want to deal with those knights. Alright, so he won't be he's an NPC in the background. He's actually not going to be fighting because he's kind of garbage. He's a stat block of weak sauce. But he's just your guide.
Let's go get a chair.
So you begin to enter in, you begin to feel stuff moving around, and like you can roll me a perception check. So we'll get to a map.
Perception.
Jeez.
As your perception of 10 hears noises moving around, you see four large tables taking up the bulk of this room. The rubble has fallen into smashed in tables, and the chairs have splintered debris. Dozens of corpses and their bodies have been broken into tables and scattered throughout the chamber, like wearing. As Doug, you arrive towards the scene, a creature notices you. You'd like to roll initiative.
That was fast.
Oh, you moved forward, so.
Yeah, I
As
make room. But...
you see the wearing red tablets and decorating with black roses covering the rent and blood-stained armor, strangely withered, desecrated husks of some bodies took as if they were dead for years. The embers of the purple flame dance along the walls. As you see two fungal thralls within debris as they begin to come alive in unison, as they see fit to crave and attack you. You can do a free check on your turn as an Arcana religion check to know a little bit more about them and why are they residing here. But we will get into battle. Ophelia, it's your turn. Or whoever's.
Sorry, my mic is going in and out. Give me a second. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright. That should work. I'll go up 5, 10. I don't know if there's anything I can do. You know what? I haven't done it for today. I'm gonna cast Aid on Doug, Vic, and Disease at 3rd level. I get 10 extra hit points.
Who all got it? Sorry.
Doug, Vic, and Disease.
Thank you.
You guys get 10 extra hit points for today. Oh my god.
Is that 10 hit points or max hit points?
That's max hit points. It's Aid. I'm doing something weird. I need to reach. And then I'll cast it later. That'll be the end of my turn. Can you move it for me? Okay, my turn.
Shambling Hound begins to run towards Doug. Slamming into him twice. 24 and 14.
The 24 hits.
Alright, I like you to roll me a strength saving throw as well as it begins to try to engulf you. You succeed as you do not get engulfed. It slams you for 14 points of bludgeoning and 5 lightning.
They
Behind
intercept
them,
it.
like that. Yep.
Sure. So you intercept the damage of bludgeoning as it grabs you, pulling you away over here.
Bye, Doug.
How much lightning damage was it?
5. Aziz.
I'm gonna step right up. And I'm gonna poke it.
That's it.
And offhand. And second attack. And I'll stay right where I am.
Where you're am. Okay, okay. As this other one begins to stomp its way towards Doug. Slamming into him 3 times. 19, 22, 23.
Yep, those all hit.
So you get slammed for 29 points of bludgeoning and 15 lightning. So it pulls you again over here.
Damn, Doug.
Doug's gonna rage. Let's see.
DM, there's something wrong with my map. I can see like the whole map.
You might have to refresh. I know that's a problem with some people. So I can't do anything about that. It's a bug in the system.
I was like, why do I keep zooming out?
Move over here and attack the injured. Yeah. Take it that's a miss.
Yes.
A 12.
Yes, misses 12.
Second hit. A 26. For 21 damage.
You're going for the hurt one? Okay.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Isa.
We can't hear you if you're talking, Isa.
She's having problems with her mic all of a sudden. It's not working for her.
Same thing was happening to me. And now my roll 20 is going crazy.
Acid splashing between them.
Alright, between them, okay. Dexterity. They both fail.
Each take 8 points of damage. And Isa is going to reboot her computer and try to fix this. If you can end her turn, Red, please.
Oh. Oric.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna shut down everything and kind of get back on.
That was.
I'll try a burst of acid on the one in front of me.
That's a hit.
Well, the thing in front of me, not on
The thing.
Vic. Oh, that's a lot of damage. And I'm missing 1d8 because I roll an 8. Damn. 24 acid.
Very nice.
I can't see Doug because the thing is blocking me, right?
Correct.
Alright, that is gonna be it then.
Vic.
Vic is going to toll the dead on the one right in front of Nasus.
Alright. Fails. Roll me damage.
It takes for some reason it's not holding, but I have a new feat that allows me to add my wisdom.
Should
bonus
add
to
more
hit.
damage. You rolled wrong. It's 2d12, not 2d8.
Yeah, I guess it took damage, so it's...
Man, I did totally everything's weird here. Well, yeah.
Still the 2d8.
There we go.
goes.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, you add your wisdom now?
And it adds a
Yeah,
plus.
I do.
Nice.
Dope.
Okay, so I'm gonna hang tough like a new kid.
Hey, Sophia back.
Yep, I am back.
Oh, we can hear you now.
Yeah, like, it's crazy. I can't see the initiative tracker for some reason, but I'll take this space just for a moment to smack this guy with a shillelagh.
You know, the true strike.
Yeah, I'll shillelagh true strike it. Thank you. So it's radiant damage. Does a 14 hit?
No.
Wow. Alright. 25?
Yes.
For 16.
Yeesh.
And then if it's not dead yet, you see she swings her big old penis hammer around and hits him with the other
Fuck
half.
Penis.
Please don't call it the Venus Hammer.
That's so bad.
For another 10 points.
Yeah, the penis damage. Oh god, no. The penis hammer should not deal bludgeoning damage.
Alright,
Let's
it's
not call
dead.
it that.
Talking about the mushroom staff?
Yeah, because I usually made it into like a hammer, but since it's a mushroom staff, like it has a mushroom tip now, so it looks like a penis.
It's
Please
extra,
stop
it's
calling
extra
it that.
girthy. Ugh.
Stop,
Extra
Brad!
girthy.
No!
Yeah, it's extra girthy.
No! Please.
And that'll be wait. Yeah, that'll be the end of return. I used up everything.
I don't know. Naziz.
Alrighty then. I'm gonna
The thing.
5, 10, 15, and I'm gonna stab it. And miss.
By the way, DM, I can no longer see the whole map.
Yeah, I knew it. It's a bug.
Oh, finally!
Wow.
Did you put the frost damage on your scimitar?
Yeah, the frost damage was on my scimitar. That is horribly done, but that is me.
Oh yeah, +2.
Don't you add your modifier to your offhand?
That is an excellent question. I had to
Yeah,
re-add all my items, so
That was your whole spiel.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if you took the 2-weapon fighting style, which I'm pretty sure you did because you're a fighter,
yeah.
you should be adding your modifier, whatever your dex modifier is, to this damage at the bottom.
Yeah, level up sometimes break my stuff too.
It does to mine as well.
I will fix that, and that is my turn.
Cool.
Alright. Big boy McGee is gonna smack Nazes 3 times. Bam, bam, bam. Only 2 hit. 24, 21? Or are you gonna use your parry?
I'll save my parry. Well, my parry will still let it hit, so.
Okay. So you take 21 points of bludgeoning and 8 lightning. 29 damage. Ow. Ugh.
These guys are hitting hard.
They are hitting hard.
Yeah, I'm
No,
actually
Leo,
rolling
we can't
numbers
hear
on
you.
them now. I was missing every time.
Who are you attacking?
Me.
Oh, okay. Alright. I will give Z some temporary hit points. And make 2 attacks. For 18. Second one. Ooh. Fumble table. Do I roll 1 or 2?
No, yeah, you have 2 attacks, so it's multi-attack, so 2d20. That's the rule. 7 is disadvantage on your next attack roll, or 12, a wild swing, You attack your adjacent target, so it wouldn't be the monster, it'd be your ally.
I'll take the disadvantage on next attack. I know I'm not sure.
Are you sure you don't want to swing at Nasus?
Yeah. No, it would be Ophelia.
Oh,
Because it's as close as he doesn't have reach. And it says 5 feet, so it doesn't actually specify 10 feet. Alright,
Okay.
Izar.
I think is still having issues with the mic.
Her mic isn't working. I'm heading headset to her right now. Hold on.
Acid splash.
Alright. Fails, taking another 11 points of damage. Horik.
Okay, I'm gonna be brave and squeeze through Vic. Down next to Ophelia and throw another burst of acid. Love the crit.
Orc, my man. Holy crap.
22 acid. Somehow none of those were 8s. Bonus action, I'm going to cast a healing word on Doug at first level.
Can bards learn Booming Blade?
Bards? Yes, the sword
Yeah.
bard can.
Okay.
You have to go to the martial way.
Okay, I casted the healing word, but I don't think it rolled it.
I think I'm Valor. Not sword.
Or whatever the melee one is, I don't know what it's called, but yeah. It might be Valor, I don't know.
There we go. 14 healing on Doug.
Thank you.
We're done.
Alright, Vicky.
14 healing on Doug, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna move in, and right I'm about right here, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Roll the Dead on Homeboy here.
Told the homeboy.
Oh, that's the worst roll possible. Let go.
The worst roll possible would have been if Nat 1.
Okay, 6, so it's 2 away from the worst possible.
Wisdom, okay. It fails. Boop.
I'm going to use a bonus action and take a attack with my +1 mace or whip.
Critical.
Damn.
As you slice it in half, killing the creature and in combat.
She looks right at Doug. How are you? You okay?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
As you begin to watch the bodies rip apart, you can roll an Arcana or Religion check since you didn't do it in the combat. You can look at them now if you'd like, or ignore it. As you begin to look around, you see the eastern passageway leads to a small maze of narrow crevices. Its half-collapsed chambers seem to be rather unstable. The northern passage looks like a short tunnel as structurally unsound, which seems to rather be disearned. If you have the stone cunning trait, or you can make an investigation to the northern path if you'd like. Besides that, that's what you see. Besides that, you do see the undead creatures that you have fought. You can see a lot of desecrated bodies were undead before they were killed by the fallen debris around the vicinity, as the thralls seemed to be conjoined with them, as transformed in these abominations, as they were long dead before any of these plant creatures resided here.
Is our halfling friend Neil
He's
there?
here. Has to be somewhere.
he-
Take the lead. I'll know when I see it.
Which way are we thinking?
Well, I heard always go right from somewhere in my.
I wouldn't go
No,
that
we
way.
don't-
It looks too dangerous. It's narrow and dark.
Yeah, we don't like narrow ways when we get into fight.
Maybe left.
Why not north? That seems like the widest route.
Yeah.
He said.
I
you
thought
have
he
to
said
roll
north
an
was like
investigation.
kind of like bad structural damage.
Yeah, he said you have to roll an investigation.
I can try to check it out.
I could fly people across one by one if you want.
I have 2 pushes
Why
of
don't-
as well.
Does he mean like structural damage on the ground, or like it looks like it might collapse?
It's just very structural damage.
That's-
That's what it
I
specifies.
think that's why we have to roll investigation.
Well,
See if
then
it's-
go investigate.
Don't be mean to Horace.
You're the engineer.
You can roll it right now if you like. You don't have to go into the room. As you begin to investigate the area itself, it takes time, so I don't know how long you want to wait doing this.
It seems like the best route, so I'll wait.
In the same token, I'm gonna kind of. Oh, you can hear me?
Yes,
Yep.
we can.
Remember, you have knights coming after your ass, so you only have so many hours.
And Doug is maintaining his rage.
So it's
Okay,
up-
so
it's up
I'm
to
gonna
you.
investigate to the left while he investigates to the north.
All right, Doug, you enter a new area as you see dozens of broken bunk beds, dressers, and chests littering the floor of the chamber. But 20 corpses are strewn about the room like rag dolls. That's shattered limbs are jutting out at impossible angles. Motes of purple fire drift along the ceiling. As you guys can search through the bodies, you're welcome to roll investigation in that room. It's Horik, as you do your investigation, roll me a d4.
Gladly.
It takes you 4 hours, so enjoy. You'll be there for a while.
Oh God.
Nope,
Do you want to stop?
we'll just keep moving then. Yeah.
As you forfeit
Come over here,
whatever
man.
treasures or anything along the lines. as
We
you
might
continue
go up
onwards.
there.
Oh, it's just a
Just
look
not right now.
around. It's more like a looking around, seeing if there's any loot. The structure looks just damaged. That's just basically what it is. But you could look through the narrow crevasses and stuff like that for loot. That's basically it. As you begin to look through here, Stog continues onwards, hoping the rage does not subside. As Naziz, you begin to look around, seeing potentially on some loot, potentially. As you see some dangling bodies have been stitched together by mycelia, a rather fungal thread. Clusters of fungi of pygmy warts and 2 tainted torch stalks combined. As you see, it's growing from these bodies. It looks like a horrific sight. As you can try to remove the pygmy warts if you want out of the tainted torch stalks, or leave the body as is.
I'm gonna leave it as is. I'm not gonna go poking the bear.
it could be shinies.
Yeah,
So
do we
the-
know anything about those things?
You know pygmy warts, but you have and the torch stalks are you actually don't. They're like basically torches. They would light up when you hold them, but they only last an hour, as they're tainted, as it's like wrapped around a few dead bodies and like stitched into them.
Do not
Or
need,
you
do
should
not
give
want.
up on the investigation and follow us.
Well, it's up to Horik if he wants to, or he can spin there.
If they just
Because we know, like, I mean, he would kind of know that it's going to take him too long to like fully investigate it, right?
Yeah, it's up to him if he wants magical items or not.
I like.
I thought he was investigating the structural damage.
No, he's investigating the narrow crevasses of the half-collapsed chamber. You can explore this. Oh, I was detailing out the area ahead, like how it's the structure and how it's collapsed. I misread it completely, but no. If he wants to actually take his time in that room, he can to find loot.
I like shinies.
As Dog, you leap
the knights are
forward
gonna
with
be
the
here in 2
crew
hours.
as only Nings is behind you. As you see 5 locked cells made from iron bars line up the eastern side of the hallway, each of them containing a wooden pallet and a strange tripod topped with a skull-shaped gemstone inside. In the center of the cell is a tripod that has fallen over this gemstone, looking cracked, as the bodies that look as they've been dead for decades have been pulverized by the rocks. Thousands of purplish sparks float along the northern end of the hall like a glimmering mist, as the dead bodies wearing studded leather armor and a red tabard embroidered with the emblem of the Black Rose. If you want to go inside the cells, you can roll a religion or arcana check. They are locked, though.
Horik, there might be more shiny somewhere else. And we're gonna need your help. Do you really want to stay here and just look through rubble?
Plus, we know there's dangerous creatures here. We probably shouldn't split up.
As Nays, as you see on your left side, you see a
Fine.
little iron door that's locked.
Lead the way.
Oh, there's a lot.
I
going
took a
on.
look at the things with my arcana.
You'll have to open the doors to see them with examination. So
Is
you won't be
everybody
able to-
here?
Yeah, someone has to unlock the cells to see them.
I can lockpick them, but do we really need to go in the cells?
Yes.
Not this other ominous door?
Open all the things. Get all the shinies.
We don't know if they'll come up behind us afterward either.
Well, there's nothing in the
well,
cells, so
There are bodies, and there are these tripods that have been fallen over like gemstones that look cracked. There are kind of dead bodies that have been in there for decades, but it's up to you if you want to look at them, see if there's anything worth on them. They've been crushed to piles of rubble, most of them.
I can
They'd
do the
have to-
detect magic, but
Yeah, do detect magic to see if there's anything worthwhile in any other cell. In which cell? That'll only take 10 minutes.
So,
not 4 hours.
Yeah, not 4 hours.
Yeah, you just rolled really badly, honestly.
There could have been really something really good on the in that cell, in those holes.
Oh,
You
there
never
could
know.
have been, yeah. Be a legendary item.
or
I-
the army after us.
I want to keep looking through it, but they don't want to let me.
I mean, we can head back the other way with the detect magic if you want after this, if everyone's agreed to it.
I can make myself tiny and squeeze through.
Detect
That'll make
magic
things go
won't
faster.
find the item that he's searching for 4 hours for.
I'm not looking at that. I'm looking in the cells.
Yeah, so you're in a ritual? Alright, what do you guys do for 10 minutes?
I'm gonna lock this. It's the other door.
The big one? The big door? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, give me a Thieves Tool.
You know, I don't have fire coming after for you. I'm detecting magic here.
I'm going to help Aziz.
Alright, you Thieves Tools it, you unlock it. as the door is kind of stuck and jammed. They like athletics, please.
Athletics. Ta-da!
But you don't need
Nice.
Doug's muscles. You just push the door open. As you see inside the room, you can see what looks like a crafting chamber. The room is remarkably intact. Its walls and floors and ceilings show little signs of structural damage. There are 2 bookshelves along the wall to the northern wall and 1 along the southern wall. A strange spherical contraption made out of concrete bronze rings take up the majority of the room. Within the center of the contraption is a tripod similar to the ones in the cells, but empty. It looks like an empty kind of stone that would be residing inside the tripod. On the northern of the bookshelves are filled with tomes of swordsmen's and warfare. My apologies, as most of these books are unremarkable. As people who want to spend an hour in here can roll a history or investigation check to find if there's anything worth taking. It takes 1 hour, though.
Please.
You do know we have an army at our heels, right?
Please,
Like, literally.
please.
He is a kobold.
I will pick Horik up like a baby and walk him
No.
away.
In
No.
token, my detect magic will detect magic for 10 minutes. I can get the cells and that room at least.
All right.
And given our time restraints, I'm willing to actually use it as a spell, not just a ritual.
All right, so you're using it as a spell. All right, there's nothing magical in the workshop, but there could be something worth of history or money-wise. And knowledge is power for a lot of characters these days. But besides that, in the cells, doesn't seem to be anything worth magical items, but maybe worth something else to a character that sees fit, that wants to explore that avenue. But if they don't, you don't have to.
There's some studded armor if needed.
Yeah, off of the bodies inside.
I think one of the bodies had the insignia of the Rose Knight that we had seen the vision of.
Yep.
I think we should check that one out, maybe.
They all have it. Each one's different.
Oh, they all have it?
Yeah, there's different ones
Okay.
inside. As you see these cracked little like gems that were like this thing inside here, but this one doesn't have one. But there's small ones in there cracked.
Are any of them whole? Can we tell?
You have to unlock it to tell. You can't really just look from the bars. It's like dusty and dirty in there.
What do you guys say to that?
Unlock the things.
We can
Try
look
it,
at one of
maybe.
them at least, see if it's worth the trouble.
Alright, go ahead, try to unlock it. I don't have.
All right, which one do you want me to unlock?
All of them.
Let's
Start in the
middle. I like this one.
Oh dear lord. Okay. Ooh. Okay, we'll start on that one. Yeesh. All right.
Got your back.
Alright. As you thieves' tools, you unlock it.
I will bow to Horik and wave my hands.
As you begin to wrench the door open with a little bit of elbow grease, it's a little jimmied as you unlock it and kind of push it forward. You kind of begin to see a skull-shaped gemstone on the ground, as the magic has been kind of devoid of nature a long time ago.
But it's pretty.
You
It's a
see
gemstone.
also, obviously, studded leather, but it's very torn and damaged. It can be repaired, but it will cost you some money. You also see the body has a longsword, longbow. It also has 37 gold pieces that dangles from its belt pocket. as the gold
There
pieces
we
are
go.
much different in this world than where you come from. As you can roll investigation to see if this body has something in it.
37 or 27?
37. As you investigate through it, Horik, you pillage through the body, seeing what goods are inside. As you begin to procure a key, a small key out of it.
Yo.
So I heard there's a bow. Are there any arrows laying around?
The arrows would be long destroyed. As soon as you touch them, they break into brittle. They look like they've been here for a long time. But just by... did you pick up the little gemstone that looks like a skull, or no?
Oh, yes.
As you look at it, as you can see it, you can tell this thing is rather unique and interesting. As you almost feel like... you almost feel like you could potentially do something to it. You can roll an insight check.
Uh, 15. I am debating whether to give me Flash of Genius or not, just to make it a 20.
You have a guidance on you.
I'll get the
Yeah,
guidance
roll up.
first. And if not, I'll... 18. Just even the safe side, I'm gonna give it also a +5 with Flash of Genius. So, 23. I don't know why I did that.
As you kind of procure and look at it, you feel like this is rather an interesting stone. You can see that it would potentially procure a soul. As you can see, this might be a soul stone of some sort, magically imbued and enchanted. As the magic is faded off this thing, you can, as you look through the other cells, there are other ones as well.
Alright, let's get all the cells. And I will poke in the seas to open the other ones.
You can open them by raw force or lockpicking.
Alright.
I'm gonna use my
The other
guidance.
one.
One die full. Maximize that.
Alright. As you begin to unlock each one gradually, taking some time as your rage
Cast the guidance on disease. Too.
as your rage subsides, Doug, sadly. As you open all the doors, you can see soul stones in them. As you kind of grab each one, Horik. As you can tell, some of them are still intact. You could potentially break it.
How many of the 5 are intact?
4 of them.
Ooh.
We don't know if this is a currency or something we might need later that I don't think we need to break them.
Don't we have a soul coin? Don't I have one from that encounter with the
Soul stone.
Have soul stones.
stone? Not going. Thank you. Sorry.
As you can almost feel like you could destroy it, or peer into it. If you want to peer into it, you could roll a wisdom saving throw, or let the saving throw falter and fail it automatically.
I feel Horik's weakness is shiny items, so yes, he will peer into one.
Alright, you peer into one, automatically failing the saving throw as you begin to watch the soul inside. As you see a woman, a Bliadra, a ghost, seems to be attendant of the Silvardes, of the priest's name Izol. 100 years ago, before the cataclysm that devastated Kryn, Izol met the fell beloved Lord Soth, who at a time was a knight of Salamia. As you see one of the souls inside.
A salami night?
Yeah, salami.
Salami night.
Yeah, we'll call him salami. Salamia.
Look, guys, there's people in it.
Well, those gems should keep you sated for a minute, right, Horik?
Yes, maybe.
My apologies. No, out of the soul stones, one has the spirit in it, and the rest of them have no spirits in it, but they're still capable of using them with they're not magical, but they can be magical again. With tinkering and downtime, you can make them useful again, and you can understand how they use them.
I know what I'm doing on all my downtime now.
But the broken one is useless.
Broken one is special.
As you can tell,
And I can always use it as...
It can be destroyed, but it looks like it can only be destroyed by a certain kind of type of magic.
Go add 4 soul stones and 1 cracked soul stone. My inventory, and I am.
As you hear telepathically linked to your mind, you hear the plead, Horik, please break the gem, set me free. So that's all you hear.
And I ain't going to reply out loud. I can't. I don't know how.
As you can see, kind of a blue-skinned elf trying to talk to you, as she looks to be tormented in this orb. As you speak out loud, Horik, everybody looks at you funny.
Totally.
Don't worry. I can fix this. Soon.
What are you fixing, buddy?
Oh, the lady needs to get out.
Can you point in the general direction of the lady, please?
I will point to the stone.
You see a little small orb in his hand.
I'll just kind of look back at everybody and give a shoulder shrug, and what do we do from here?
We keep looking for the magical furniture until I figure out how to help our nice lady friend.
She has something to do with the chair.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
Are we continuing north?
Or have we finished this room?
Yes.
You finish the room, but you have to spend an hour downtime to look through it. There's no magical items anywhere.
Once we find a chair, I can spend an hour and look into it.
Okay, we can come back for it.
Yeah, I don't think you guys are gonna let me just run the room for an hour. Just
Double connect.
Stop saying we're in a time crunch.
But we are.
It's always a time crunch, this, emergency, that.
So he'll kind of hold his hand out. He peeks around the corner.
As you see what looks like a sanctum, this spacious excavated temple is strewn with the massive chunks of stone and rubble. Crumbling of the ledges along an 80-foot tall wall are only the remnants of the floors once existed at a chamber center. A massive brazier, 10 feet tall, 30 feet wide across, rolls with dark purple flames as fire seeps forth from the cracks of the brazier. As you see, winding through the debris in the room, the collapsed ceiling is obliterated by any furnishings of this room it once had. Scattered about the chamber is nearly a dozen humanoid bodies. However, unlike the previous rooms, there are no signs of slain undead. Instead, you find suits of armor cracked with purple flames, filled with the ashes of brittle bones, turned to dust when touched. As these ashes are remnants of the undead soldiers that were incinerated by the purple flames.
So we'll kind of slowly edge around the corner and kind of peek out looking for any.
So you begin to notice a creature in the distance You see behind the brazier, you see found a crude, overturned throne made of broken marble. It's pinned beneath, rather, the throne, rather injured fungal thrall. It looks rather hurt from the collapsing of the castle falling down to grace. It seems the throne is residing there itself, crushing this creature.
Bingo. Is the throne the chair we need?
Yes, it's the throne. It, as you can see, it's made of pure stone.
How do we plan on moving that?
This is the dark purple flames, the remnants of the cataclysm of fire that rained down Kryn more than 300 years ago. They were used to power the flying fortress. Over years, the flames have adapted to protect themselves from, rather, exploitation by Lord Sart's legion. But now it burns in a holy radiance. As you guys can roll investigation check or a religion check.
Not Arcana?
No, this is more religious.
I got a 26.
You feel like
Yeah.
you could potentially imbue one of your weapons if you get close enough to it.
Imbue permanently or temporarily?
Temporarily.
Or not?
One of y'all should do that. Ooh. It's shiny enough that I see something bad over on the other side. Don't get too close.
Yeah, that's the one that got crushed underneath the throne.
Okay.
Still alive but injured.
I wasn't close enough to see it when he was talking about it. My bad.
As well as the
guess.
brazier can be destroyed as well, but it depends obviously on how you see fit.
I think Doug will try and imbue his weapon with the purple flame.
Alright, you get closer to it. Roll me a strength check, please.
Yeah.
As you falter, your weapon gets imbued, but your entire body begins to get inflamed. As you feel the fires kind of hit you, it seems to coalesce and begin to burn you for a second. As it seems to do nothing to you, as it doesn't kill you. As your weapon starts to glow a bright, radiant purple glow.
Well, that was interesting. Don't feel any different. But my axe looks cooler now, so
Look at your axe.
it does look cool.
As the fires begin to burn brighter.
I want to
Can
know
it
what
do
that
multiple
means.
weapons? I'm not strong enough to try that, though.
Yeah, you are.
I have a -1. No.
It didn't seem to hurt Doug.
So why are we going to try and help this guy? Or are we trying to interrogate
Oh,
this guy? Why?
This thing's
No,
dead.
they were
You
in a-
just kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a thrall that's stuck under the throne.
Oh, burst of acid.
Go ahead.
I'll
Probably
do an
better to
acid
kill
splash,
with range.
too.
Alright. As you start
told you.
burning and killing the creature, igniting the creature to its death and incinerating, and as Ophelia shoots the ceiling.
Yeah, you got
Sorry.
a few.
As you see the giant throne there before your eyes, you can see this thing is hefty. It requires a group effort to lift this up. Not one man could lift 600 pounds.
Not even Doug?
No. He would He would not be able to budge that shit by himself.
The bag of holding will be useful now.
No, bag of holding would not even fit that.
Ooh, what
But
if
Yeah, it's only
I,
400.
what if
Well,
I
he can't,
use one
he
of
can't
those
stretch that
giant,
wide.
one of the growth mushrooms?
You could push it,
Like,
but
me
you'd still
enlarge.
be really slow.
I like that idea of the growth mushroom, though.
Yeah.
'Cause I think that does double the amount that I can carry.
Can you get out of here, though?
They're not designed for large creatures. No.
Dang.
In between Doug, Vic.
So
Nassim,
it's just a group
Ophelia.
effort to push it out once you're done here.
Okay.
You know the best part? We found a chair. We can definitely take an hour to keep looking at the other room.
No, this is the other room.
No, I
There's
mean
the passage up here.
Nope, never mind. I thought it connected. It does not.
Where'd you go?
south.
To the south, it's the Yep,
Oh.
not what I thought it was.
So I like Isa and Horik. Roll me a stealth check.
I nat 20'd.
Nice. So Horik,
Horik
you
didn't-
fumble very terribly, fumbling on some stones and rocks. As you begin to hear something moving across the other room, what would you like to do?
I will very bravely just run to the other side.
As for the moment, the rest of you guys begin to see a silhouette of one of those fungal creatures move past as it disappears.
Like through this room?
No, down here.
Oh.
Yeah, we were checking out the other side of the room.
Alright. We'll take a quick 5-minute break. We'll be back in 5 minutes as we'll explore the rest of this place, see what other shenanigans we can do.
Sounds good.
So many new like name drops and setting information. I have no idea what's useful.
I don't either. I'm trying my best to get what I can, but yeah.
I knew of Dragonlance. I didn't read that. I was more of a Forgotten Realms guy. So I recognize some names, but not all of them.
I have never played Dragonlance, so none of these names mean anything to me.
Same thing.
I read some books. There's a bunch of books.
But I'm excited to find, hopefully, a magical item. Something that's for Horik.
Anybody note that we have like 37 new gold? I will.
Anybody interested in a magical whip? Is that anybody's repertoire other than mine?
I am not proficient with whips, unfortunately.
The Mycelium whip is pretty nice. It's just not +1, and I think the Displacer Beast being +1 is better for me right now. So, I'd give it if anybody could put it to good use.
No, I'm good with my penis hammer.
Please stop calling it the penis hammer.
I'm still
wish
looking
you could-
really.
You could dual wield whips. That would be so cool.
I'm better off with the shield for the AC and the blocking.
Yeah, I know, but
It would be fun. It'd be very
the
drop.
concept like sounds so fun.
To have a black and a white one too, whipping them around,
Yeah.
would be pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
It was like a theme of whips, but The damage is so crappy.
You got to count on add-ons and everything.
Like I will play with like a weapon master just so like I can use all the maneuvers with the whip. I think that will be thematically pleasing.
With my rage and everything, I get like plus 11 to my attack damage.
I just get +8, dude.
Well, the whip has range. That's its big advantage. And played a blade singer whip a master. That was kind of cool.
That would be cool.
I wonder what I can use these soul stones for.
I bet we'll find out.
You should make automatons use their souls to power it.
Is there any way we can take the two whips and make them one?
Maybe as a leather worker, but I don't have the proficiencies.
Dang.
I tend to stay on theme with my proficiencies. So I picked the herbalism kit and the cook's utensils.
Hell yeah, man. Play you.
Kind of
I'm
wish I had
playing
a bag of holding.
We have well-seasoned food, huh?
Hey, we got that nice feast out of it.
Hell yeah. It's funny, herbology and food. So the ones that aren't magical, you just add to the dishes. And the ones that are, you make into potions.
Can't wait for level 9. Then I get 5 free lesser restorations per day.
Wowzers.
I get a 5th level at that time.
I get a 3rd level. I don't know how to feel about half-casters like the slow development, but I'm having a blast with the artificer.
Quite literally.
You've been awesome.
I haven't exploded anything yet.
I've
Yeah,
done it
but
a
you're
few times.
like blasting people with acid.
That is true. I am enjoying my Clorox bottle. When I get haste next level, I get haste and maybe blink.
Okay, so putting it out there, we have to push this chair out of here. There's
Yes.
knights coming in the front door.
Yes.
How are we going to get this past the knights? And they're not just going to follow the drag marks.
We are probably gonna have to fight the knights.
Well, also, like, where are we bringing it? It's
We're
like, yeah, we
following
get
Back to
it.
our
friend.
friend.
Mainly, like, yeah, we move it outside, but then how far do we have to carry it from there?
Exactly my question.
Pretty sure that's a don't know until you try.
That'll be
It might be
fun.
worth taking a moment to look around this place then. But in the same token, we might get dragged into shit.
So I read it. It can be carried by 2 players with a max out strength score. With half speed.
With maxed out strength?
Yeah, 20 strength.
I mean, I've got that, but I doubt anyone else does.
So if you don't have that, it requires 3 players.
I got
got
your back,
Doug.
guys.
I have a 16 strength. I'll step up second, but I can't.
Oh, yeah, Doug.
I can help Barry.
Do you want
What
to
was that,
explore
Nikki?
more first? Shall I check out this room first?
Orc, let's go north with the group.
Yes.
See any
Alright.
creatures?
As you begin to enter a bedchamber, this spacious bedroom looks like it was once richly appointed, though now its silks and tapestries have been ripped to shreds, its mahogany and table, and four post beds have been demolished. Toppled bookshelves lie in rubble of a fireplace. As you look beneath the toppled bookshelf, you can see a small diary left there. You can also search the room with a perception check if you like. With a 15 perception check, you note that there's a large broken chest hidden amidst the room of the rubble. Within the chest, it seems you can open it and see what treasures may lie inside.
And Doug will try and open the broken treasure chest.
Guidance.
As you open it up without ease, as you can see a horn helmet that you recognized from the second and third vision given by you by the cataclysmic flames that you had seen from those illusionary figures. Next to the helmet is a holy treaty describing the practice of the Knights of Salamia, signed with the book words Dareth. May Paladine bring the same joy and happiness that you may be brought to me. You're destined to bring the light and the order in this world, and I am honored to be not just your mentor, but also your parent.
That's
What was the
Daddy.
first item?
As Paladine, for those that don't know, Paladine is basically Bahamut from your world.
What was the first item, or was it just the book?
The helmet.
Just the helmet,
Yeah.
and you can see a signed note, then a diary that everybody had seen.
Is the helmet anything special?
Oh, just a horn helmet. It's cool. It's got 2 horns out of it. Kind of looks like Loki's helmet.
I already have horns.
I don't.
Well, I wouldn't figure
No,
not
it's-
gonna anyways, Doug. Too big. Meant for a human.
Human or the small humans?
Human. Dragonborn's heads are kind of weird shaped.
Hmm.
I bet we can find a piece of leather to make a helmet strap. We can make
Like
it work, Hort.
It just sticks on the top of his head. I'm ready for battle, guys!
Yep. I love it. I mean, I have my own horns, so I can't deny him his need for horns.
Technically, kobolds have tiny horns, but like not like as majestic as these.
Yeah, I would help you, Torque. Come on.
Did you want to read the diary, or do you want to keep that for later?
We'll keep it for later.
We'll keep it for later. We should. Is it a long diary or?
Yeah, you
Uh,
read, like, skim it, right? And I'll watch you I'll hold my
Okay, I'll
hand to your
skim
back
through it
and
to
push
see
you
if
along.
there's- Maybe read the last entries.
I'll just give it to you in a copy paste. You can read it on your own accord.
Cool.
Come on over.
So how are we moving the chair?
3 people can carry it. Doug is or not Isa, but Vic and Naziz.
Is there anything else we want to check out before we haul it out?
Alright, again, I sent it to you in private. It's a big ass read.
Okay. Ooh, that is a big ass read.
There's a place that we had passed by, but I think overall we need to get out before the knights come. Let's grab the chair and start going.
Agreed.
Have a feeling just straight south would be our fastest.
Straight south, I think, was the place with the structural
Instability. Let's go
Did
the
you
west
say
that
there
we
was
came
a-
from.
Yeah.
Okay, let's follow where we came from. Let's go to the west.
Do we need to role play out hauling it, or
No, it's just rough terrain, that's it. So when you're just dragging this big ass seat.
Follow my marks.
Feel ya.
we're gonna be able to fit it through this hallway?
Yep, it's just squeezing it, tugging it.
We're sure we can't spend an hour.
I'm gonna guess no.
Dudes are literally on our
Roll
tails.
initiative. As you see 16 undead knights ready for fight.
What?
These are undead knights, not the dragon guys.
We were so fast.
You weren't really that fast. And it's scripted, no matter what.
You know what that
we should
means?
we should have
We
just
have the
let
time
you do
now.
stuff.
But no, then I'm the all the joys in life.
Sorry,
As you
man.
begin to try to exit, you begin to be led by 16 undead knights, wielding the symbol of Salamic Knights with the red rose across their armor. As you find yourself greatly outnumbered, Mustafa tries to dissuade them, warning, but realizing quickly enough, putting himself in your position, realizing it will be a battle to get out for sure.
It's a
As you can
salami.
see, Tacitus, I got an idea. As he begins to do his own thing. In the meantime, the battle, he may do some shenanigans.
Cool.
And they're the salami knights, remember?
The Holy Knights of Salami.
Right?
Extra salami.
A little spicy.
Their biggest rivals are actually the Knights of Chorizo.
No.
Panna cotta? Pancetta, that's what I was trying to say.
Pancetta.
Not the dessert. Yeah.
And we got a natural 20.
No, but I have a
no.
20.
I have a 20 on this guy. He's a natural 20.
Unfortunately,
I have a 30-20.
I rolled so bad.
I even have advantage
Where are these guys even?
in the main
What are you
room that we
talking
came into first.
Yeah, that where the tables were.
Alright.
So what's the differentiation
Huh?
between me and Horik? Like, we
I think
both
your
got a
dex is
20.
higher.
I have
What's
a
your dex
15,
modifier?
16.
I have a 12. 14. So
Yeah, I
she can
got
go
it.
first.
Okay.
Okay, making sure.
All right. That's the thing. We'll fire 3 longbow shots at Iza.
2 hit. $23 points.
Give me 10.
Oh, you're right. 10. Thank you.
13 misses.
Yes, because of my mage armor. And I actually upgraded my dex during our upgrade because I was a 15, now I'm a 16. So I have a 16 armor class. Okay, so Izza can see quite a few of them. And she doesn't get to do this much, but she's totally wanting to do it. So fireball in the
Oh,
middle.
here. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Fireball them bad boys.
I get the first
Um,
chance, I totally am.
I don't care how small
I
the
don't have
room
a-
is. I cast fireball.
Just drop the normal grid. I haven't really made the new grids yet. I've been that's 30 foot. That's the wrong one.
I don't know which one to do then, because
said
that's
20.
what I have.
There you go. You can move it wherever you want.
Yeah, I'm kind of testing to see where I can get the
You
most
can
damage
hold the
or
alt key to kind of semi-grid it in between grids.
Oh yeah, alt. Okay, good call. But I think this might be my best. Get it a little bit further out. I see 4 of them in that
Oh,
grid. Is
All
that
right,
correct?
Those guys? Okay. Those 6?
Yeah.
Alright. Fire fireball.
Fireball coming your way.
As you shoot a fireball, the integrity of the entirety of the building begins to shift as rubble begins to break apart. Enough of doing that might cause a collapse. Either a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how you see it. But it seems to collapse in this area, not where you're at. Your area is stable.
Ooh, that's a good fireball. What's the damage?
I don't know the damage. I don't know.
26.
Very good. Bola de fuego.
A spicy
most of them
meatball.
fail.
Spicy meatball.
Spicy ball.
Anything else you want to do?
I am going to step back a bit and let some of the other people take point. I don't think I made friends with that. And I point everybody to the direction of everybody else. Like, go over there to the side.
I don't see anyone from here. So,
Might have
You
killed
have
them
to.
all.
oh, did you?
Not all.
I'm going to just stay and just hold an action for a burst of fire. Why fire? That's just acid. I'm going to hold an sorcerer's burst for acid for the next enemy I see. And I will pass a turn.
Okay. Alright, the knights begin to see Ophelia firing shots. 3 shots. 19.
19 hits.
She take 8 points of piercing.
Mhm.
Backliner one will shoot at you as well with its arrows.
They're over there.
So this one will make its way in, firing shots at Doug.
Did Hort get a chance to attack these guys?
I still don't see it.
No, he's not.
Yeah, the 21 and 24 hit.
9 piercing and 9 piercing.
You did.
They had
it's like right
advantage?
just south of you.
I don't see any.
Natural 20.
I don't see
figure,
anybody.
Right?
Yeah, I don't see any creatures.
Yeah, but I'm saying the 20.
No, the
like
other one. Oh, sorry, my apologies. No. 6.
Okay.
Let me refresh it to see if I see
As
something. but-
Ophelia is going to fire you.
Yeah, I refresh and I still don't see any.
Crap!
It is just
All
around the
those.
corner.
Wait. Yeah, those all hit. No matter what.
19 plus 27 damage.
Yeah.
Damn.
These ones are going for Doug.
The 16 and 19 hit.
11.
How are they seeing me?
They can see. They can see it on their end.
No, but there's like a corner here.
I know, but they can see on their end on my side.
Oh,
That's
okay.
so weird.
It's their angle.
Get angry, Doug. Get
Ooh, I
really
can
angry.
polymorph for you.
Yep, Doug's gonna rage.
Wage.
No, never mind.
I'm gonna swing on the one in the doorway.
That's a hit.
For 18 damage. Does my imbued axe do anything?
Yes. Roll me an extra 2d8, please, as it does more damage to undead.
Ooh,
Ooh,
So
we
nice.
like killing undead.
These guys are tankier than I thought they'd be.
Got this.
Second attack.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
That's
Barely
9. No.
oh, you should do that. Yeah, go to the side.
I want to step to the side now, outside of his range, so he can't opportunity attack. But
This one will make its descent. As it sees Ophelia by a little bit by the legs.
Do I have any kind of cover?
No, you're pretty exposed.
I
Alright.
will reduce that damage a little bit. I will put a protective field around her.
So I'll take the 18 for advantage. Alright. As you absorb some damage.
How much did you take off? Oh, there it is.
Oh, for a second I thought the 31 was the damage.
As they hold an action. Ophelia.
Alright. Wow. So many of these
As they
assholes.
fire all in Ophelia.
What?
They held
All of them?
actions. No, only
They all
two.
held an action.
Alright, they both miss.
Not all of them, no. That'd be death.
I was like, all of
That'd
them?
be death. 18 arrows flying into you. Or no, 16, sorry.
I'm going to cast a hypnotic pattern.
Alright. As you cast it, the spell goes off, but it does nothing. They're immune to charm. They're undead.
Oh.
They don't have a mind.
Didn't know that.
You might need another fireball.
Yeah, I'm going to take a few steps back. 5, 10, 15, and 20. I guess I will heal myself with a healing word. I took a lot of damage. I can't do that because I already cast a spell, correct?
Correct. Mm-hmm. Cannot do that. Only if you have spell drivers. The feat.
Yeah, no. I'm going to just cast Shillelagh then. I'll be done.
Okay.
No.
I'll catch you on my next turn.
I'll get right here, and I'll be done. Or we should make them funnel in.
Holding an action. Holding an action. So it looks at Doug, stabbing him.
Hort can see it, I bet.
Go ahead. Athletic.
Yep, coming. Ugh. Sorry. Yes. Burst of acid, please. Probably miss.
Yeah, it's a miss. They have half plate, so their AC is pretty high. As it has pack tactics, it's getting advantage against Doug. As they're making 3 attacks. 22, 20, 19.
Yep, those all hit.
They're raging, half the damage. So 25 halved. 12. Aziz.
Okay.
Keep forgetting my temporary hit points.
I'll come up here. I wanna hack and slash a little bit.
Are you a baby now?
Yeah.
I actually had some guy rename his sword to Great Sword. Hey. Pretty stupid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Why can I not hit anything tonight?
He was actually hitting like non-stop with renaming his weapon. That's a hit. That's a hit. So you notice the cold damage doesn't seem to do much to the resistant.
Well, poo on that.
Alright, this thing is going to go through its allies. As it will swing at Naziz 3 times with pack tactics. 18, natural 20, 14.
I will parry, so only the natural 20 hits.
Alright, take 6 slashing. Vic.
Okay, Vic can see stuff coming from the hole, but can't see. Is this where everything is? I can't. Okay, so I
Yeah,
can
the hole. That's your hole. Yeah.
I can't step in the opposing person's turn, can't I? But I can get. Alright, I'm gonna get right here, and I'm gonna use my new ability to Sear Undead.
Nice.
I think you have to use turn undead and then it does the
and then
damage.
sears
To
them. Within, what's the radius? 30 feet?
30 feet.
Each undead of choice within 30 feet of you. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna see the radius here. Alright, so those boys are gonna roll some saves here. Fail. What's the DC?
15.
That's a lot of undead.
Now give me the damage, and they're all the ones that failed are frightened.
What's your wisdom modifier?
4d8. So I rolled shitty 12 though.
So they turned as well, so it's still good.
As long as they don't get hit. I'm just gonna do the damage on them and then change them. Anything else you want to do, Vic?
I will take a 5-foot step and move back to here. Nope, actually, I'm gonna move right to there. Nope, I'm gonna stay right where I fucking am. I'm not gonna.
Jeez Louise.
It's so
Stop
indecisive.
dancing around.
Made the choice.
Battle tactics. I don't know what to do. Holding an action. This one gotta run away. As you hear in the distance the pipsqueak Tasseltoff. Just give me a little bit more time. I'm setting off a detonation. Alright.
It's going ham. It's not even 4th of July yet.
So it's gonna hold an action. Isa.
Okay, so the guys that have little exclamation points, I should not attack, correct?
There's a lot of them.
There is a lot of them.
You might as well do it as you see fit.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Yep. There's way more than there should be.
Do what Ethan would do.
Isa likes fireball.
Or ask yourself, what would Esteban do?
In a different light,
And cast fire.
in a different light, you'd be the mentor of her.
Holy 100%, she would love you.
That would have been great.
You never know; it could happen. Honestly, make a campaign and bring back Isa and Esteban in a story.
Hey,
Ah.
that's the lore. It's canon. I'm accepting that. I'm going.
It is canon. Our story has been canon since day one.
I'm fireballing again, man.
Yes!
Dexterity save as it blows up, as the integrity of the room begins to break so severely, as it seems like it will collapse this entirety of that area.
Good, that means it collapses on them, and we didn't go. Oh, wait, that's our way out, isn't it? Fuck. Run,
Figure it
guys!
out later!
Roll me the damage.
Oh, sorry.
I feel I gotta expire for the fireball because of the fireworks.
37 this time,
That is
Oh,
great
yeah.
damage.
instead of 27 last time.
It was here, right? That's what you did?
I had it lined up how I wanted it.
Yes. Oh, on these guys, okay.
So I'm oh yeah, I don't care about
So you
those
don't
guys
in
further
the
out.
back,
We can
okay.
get those. Yeah, 37, get those.
Alright, as you did that, somehow their actions to fire arrows, so I'm gonna fire 2 shots at you.
16 is my armor class.
Pew,
Or is
pew.
The 20 would hit.
Ow.
Ouchies.
Ouchies.
37. This guy gets annihilated. I gotta roll dexterities now. What's the DC save?
16?
Okay.
I believe so. Hold on.
So many fireballs. It's been such a long time. The days of Esteban. Fireball. That's all I want to cast. Fireball.
DC is 15.
Sometime I got transmuted into ice.
So
Fireball.
3 saved.
Yeah. They're almost all dead.
But they still take half.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Okay. I'm gonna get out of the way, but kind of. Oh, yep. Go back over here.
I'm gonna move down so I can see the. Oh. No. Huh.
Damn, Aziz, you have 113 HP. Good gracious. More than Doug.
Woo!
Well, that's because she gave me aid.
I know, but still. God damn.
Aha.
I think I'm gonna collect all the embers from Isa's fireball and make them into a flaming sphere and put it right here.
Oh, you know, there is some. That's beautiful.
Flying people. Okay.
There and
Dexterity.
start
They both fail.
dexterity. They both fail, and this also gets a +5 to the damage. I just haven't used it, so I haven't set it up. 11 fire damage. They do pretty bad. And they get to keep rolling that on the start of their turn. And if I use the bonus action to cast, so I use my action to cast Flaming Sphere. Can I still use my bonus action to use the property of my armor to cast the spell?
No.
No. Okay.
It's considered like a magical item.
Oh, it's still okay.
Yeah, because you imbued it. You basically make magical items. That's what artifices are.
Okay, that's fine.
Or else everybody
I'm
would
gonna
play an
use-
artificer. Like, okay, I'm just gonna use 2 spells.
No, I'm only asking because I had the armor.
Well, because I've had a lot of people ask with magic wands. They thought that was a separate action. I'm like, no, it's a full action.
Which direction is this movement? Can I move one of those guys into the fireball? Into the... or no?
Move what?
Or either shove them or like shove this guy back so he falls on top of the other guy?
No, they can't stay on the same spot.
Okay.
They're gonna be pushed. No way, but yeah. Can't stack a bonfire of a bunch of them.
No, I just wanted to see if I could push them so that they can fall prone or something, but
They can go prone, they just can't stack on top of each other.
yeah, that's fine. Could I do that with the legendary shove? Because if this, I can push something 5 feet.
You can push, yeah. You would push it in a spot where it's not in the way of another.
Okay.
So you want to do that? What's the save?
It's 16
Okay,
strength.
this gets pushed.
Oh, and it's adjacent to the fire orb, so he will probably have to roll the save
He'll start it on his save, not now.
on his turn.
When you
Right.
cast it initially, it would have done it.
That's it. That's all for Horik.
Alright, the warrior will fire at Horik 3 times.
Oh yeah, I realized I'm in my turn in a bad place.
20, 22, 21.
Yeah, those are all hits.
Well,
Actually,
I never saw
my
it.
apologies, it would be advantage because it's pack tactics. because it's as ally. So natural 20, 22, 21.
The natural 20 doesn't hit. The other two do.
Okay, they all hit you. All right, sweet. You can block one of those shots.
Ew,
All right, one of the damage has nothing to. Has 11 plus 4.
14, and I owe you 2 con saves. So good.
All right, as this boy moves in, firing at Horik. 16, 18, natural 20.
Yep, all 3.
Uh, 19 damage. Yeah, 3 con saves.
Hey.
This one will also fire 3 shots at you.
Yeah, it's gone.
18, 22.
2 hits.
Damn, you done fucked yourself in the spot.
I did.
That's why
really
Doug
did.
went to the side. He's like, yeah, I'm not taking any more damage.
I made a boo boo.
This one will come up and fire 3 shots at. Not through a 20, 19, 22. Again.
All 3,
17.
and I am.
Plus 17.
I am down on the second.
Alright. Second one, you take a death save.
And then.
Alright, Doug, you just watch Horik just get arrowed to death.
Sweet Jesus, Horik. I don't think. Can you get people up with temporary hit points anymore? No, I don't think so.
No, you can never do that.
Oh yeah, it was aid because it raised your max. That's what you get. All right. So I'm gonna give Nazi some temporary hit points. Then I'm going to swing on this one.
Swang.
$22 damage. Then I'm gonna cleave through to the other one for 4.
Calling. Alright.
Now, does the imbued damage hit both of them?
No,
That's a question.
it does not. It only hits the one target. So
Okay. Alright, so there's the. Oops, 2d8.
as this thing's dead.
8 damage.
This one's out of the fight.
And with a greater weapon fighter, I get to do an extra attack now.
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
Yeah, it's my bonus. Well, so this will be my second attack for 14.
Ooh, nice. Nice damage. You see who's playing Mephisto for the next Marvel? Borat
bonus
is.
attack.
Borat's playing it.
What?
Yeah, the character Borat.
23
He's playing
damage.
Mephisto.
My
It makes sense though. He's a devil, man. Fucking the devil. Gotta play it.
I did my bonus attack for 23
Yep, it's a hit.
damage. You didn't die from that? No, that was damage.
Oh, damage. Okay, I thought that was the hit.
Yeah.
Good dive.
And it'd take a full action for me to grab Horik and get him out of the way, wouldn't it?
No, it takes your speed. Half your speed.
Okay. Yeah, I will grab Horik and I'll pull him like back here.
But for the sake of it, he's considered small, so no speed. He's just nothing to you.
Okay.
Eh.
Hey! Mom thinks I'm special.
That'll end the turn.
You are.
Alright, this thing is gonna enter in, holding an action for a shot. Holding an action for a shot. This one will get inside. As it will attack Naziz 3 times. 19, 14, 19.
I shall parry. No,
Parry.
wait, I used my.
Okay.
Did I use my reaction already?
I don't think so.
No.
Alright, then I will parry, and they won't miss.
This one will hold a shot.
Come forward. 5. And I'm not going to go out there and get pin cushioned again. Is Hork okay? Oh, he's still down.
He's down.
So down.
I'm going to Healing Word Hork.
Horik, you're up. As you feel like a porcupine right now.
Let me get to that Healing Word. There we go.
I got like 10 arrows stuck in my everywhere.
You get 8 hit points.
Light bless you.
And I don't want to come out to get smacked.
It wasn't fun.
I'll remember where the... Nope, I don't want to do that. Can I just step in Vic's space and smack him?
Yeah.
I'll shillelagh him then.
It did.
And that'll be the
Yes. Yeah.
end of my turn. I'll just stay back. I'll head
I was
right
about to say,
back over.
yeah, get a little bit further back. They have a weird side angle on us.
And I'll be done.
Waddle, waddle, waddle. Holds up. Ken, Cena Z's, barely, but a little. Smack. 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 20?
20 is my AC right now, so.
Take that. It's gonna action dash in. Aziz.
Hello. I would like you to say hello
My little
to
friend.
my friends.
Ooh. Near crit. Near full there.
It did. As you stab the other one,
Aw.
it dies too. Oh, wait, how much damage did you do? Still alive.
Well, we'll see about that.
You can stab it again. It's dead now.
And I will forego my last follow-up attack to stay where I am. Because I do not wish to become a Horic.
Vic.
Alright, well, Vic is going to step into this space right here.
As 3 of them shoot you.
21 hits me.
The held actions are not bad as when they all fire, each of them fire 3 shots.
It's not. At least it's not their full action. That'd be 9 shots.
I know! I remember!
Fear undead again on them.
Alright, those 6. Okay. Always them
30.
save. Alright, 1 succeeds. The rest falter. Roll me the damage. That guy's dead. That guy's dead. That guy has literally 1 HP. Alright, anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move and come back down here and support my peeps. It's my turn.
Skeleton man. Waddles his ass, holding an action for a shot. also hold his action for a shot. Don't worry, I got this! As you hear a detonation as it explodes in the room. Dealing 47 points of bludgeoning damage to all of them. Causing the collapse of the ceiling on top of all the ads in that room.
Shit.
Uh-oh, can we get out?
It's considered rough terrain in the room now.
Then we stayed in here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! Oh god! There's more of them coming! Handle it! I'll set up another trigger bomb!
More? Good God.
Feel I have one more in me. I think I can call upon Lost Power to call them one more time.
As these look like human warriors.
The ones that we knew were following us?
Yeah, it looks like they're humans, but they're not allies to you. In a sense, there were a bunch of undead and a couple soldiers that are not considered, well, dead yet.
All because he's trying to borrow a chair.
No, they want to utilize that thing. It's powerful.
Alright, I'm going to stand up. Hide behind Vic so I can see everyone. And use a charge of the armor to give everyone a mass healing word. Because I need it. Wasn't great.
It's still decent.
So that's everybody, right?
Yes, that's to everyone.
That's 60 hit points. To everybody spread out.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, beautiful.
I mean, 13 is the max, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so 10 is amazing. Thank you.
I will ready a burst of acid in case someone else bursts through the Hall of Death.
Isa.
Oh my, I really don't know what's going on, but I see a friend, an ally focus on that hallway that I'll go ahead and ready in action. And I am going to... Oh, we have to be... I don't know that this is the time for that. 2 fireballs. We already loosened it. We have to get out of here.
I think the 2 fireballs is enough.
Yeah, I think it is too. So I'm
There's
gonna...
never enough fireballs.
There is Esteban. They're in Esteban. I know it.
Finally, an ethical Esteban.
Kind of, yeah. Trying. So I'm gonna just ready in action to acid splash into the tunnel as soon as I see an aggressor.
Okay.
Someone out there.
So Knight begins to make its going as it's moving rough terrain, only at half speed, holding an action for a heavy crossbow shot. As the Knights slowly move as they hold a bow attack. So they can only move at half speed, holding an action for a crossbow.
We're gonna keep doing this dance.
Holding an action for a crossbow. Holding an action for a bow. Ooh.
I don't like all this holding actions business.
Does
Fine.
Doug know that?
Oh,
He doesn't. He's also.
He's a barbarian.
I'm gonna use.
He's a barbarian and he's Angie.
Engi. Needs to be fed.
He's Angie with his white. He's Guaydox.
White eyes.
I'm gonna use my.
Go in there and like spin your dragon breath.
All right, how many shots are? Oh, the knights are here now too.
As they fire shots at you, 4 shots are going at you.
What are they in cahoots with the skeletons?
They are part of the same team, yeah.
Son of a bitch.
20 to hit for 11 piercing and 4 radiant damage.
You said-
Those miss. Another crossbow shot. Natural 20.
Yep, that
10
is.
piercing and 9 radiant damage.
They don't hurt that bad.
Did you say 9 or 5?
9 radiant, because it got a crit.
Sweet Jesus.
Your turn, Doggy Dog.
Alright, I'm gonna use my. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give Nazeez some temporary hit points as a free action. 7. Then I'm gonna use a bonus action to drink a potion of healing.
Okay, roll that. Oof. 6.
6.
You splash it everywhere on your face.
Run up and take a swing on him.
That's a hit. He's dead.
You know what?
Once you enter in this room, it's all rough terrain because of the rubble. Go ahead.
DM, I took a new cantrip. I think it's from one of the third-party things. It's called Gust Barrier.
Yep. It's used a lot in my games.
Yeah, I was about to say, did you think it's a little overpowered?
It helps you. It's disadvantage on attacks. It's nice.
Do it.
I don't know.
It's
if
only
I'll
for
go
you.
further
It's a
into that
cantrip for
room.
you. It's not for everybody.
No.
That is so cool.
Interesting.
There's
And,
these remaining is gonna back in the year.
It's like a blur, but it only lasts for a round. It doesn't last for all
Yeah.
rounds.
It's just particularly useful for me because I can make an attack and use a cantrip in the same turn.
Yeah, it helps you survive. Makes you really tanky, like evasion tank, basically.
That's such a cool.
Yeah, there's a
spell.
cantrip that there's one called Give Life as well for a cantrip in the third party, where you can spend one of your hit dice, and it's the cantrip, and you can heal somebody with it.
I did just see Doug get wrecked, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Not gonna make it to these guys.
Not with that attitude.
Wait. You're right, not with that attitude. I'm gonna teleport right in the middle of them. I'm not gonna do that.
Oh.
That's suicide.
You took your hand off the piece.
The
Peace was never an option.
Do these guys don't look undead?
No, they look human.
Alright. Same verse, same as the second. I'm gonna cast a big old hypnotic pattern.
On which ones?
I know. Wait, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna cast a cloud kill in that room.
Ooh.
Drop a grid.
I use some charge of my staff and cast cloud kill. It is a 20-foot. Let me go to the grids.
I like you so much better now.
Yeah, so I kind of cast it right.
Alright, so Cloud Kill is opaque, so it
Here.
is a very hard to see through. It does move a move away from you when it casts every 10 feet. and it is a concentration spell.
It moves away from me every 10 feet.
Yes, it moves away.
It moves away from me every.
Yeah, if you don't want it to move
Okay.
to you, it's going to do damage to you.
Yeah, I thought it would just stay in this spot though.
No, it moves. It goes by wind.
Okay. Well, I'll probably put it like right there so it goes through the room and they have to do some shit and come into the room and get wrecked.
What's the save? Con save?
Yeah, con save DC 16.
One succeeds, one fails, and the undead creatures take no damage. They're immune to poison.
Alright. Then we got the damage. 31 poison.
Alright, this guy starts coughing on it. It's fucking aggressive. It's terrible.
Alright, take my
Smoker's
2
Run
steps
style.
behind her, and I will cast a not cast, but I will give a bardic inspiration to Doug.
Doug.
When do my bardics go up again?
11.
Penis hammer just straight up killing people.
Alright. Naziz.
Oh boy, oh boy.
So it is opaque in there, in a sense, so you can see silhouettes, but they're all at disadvantage.
That means they can't see us. They're at disadvantage too.
Correct.
Well, I'm not about to go into that coffee cloud, so, I'm gonna step back into my spot and I'm gonna hold a swing for if anything comes through that door that does not look like a friendly face.
Alright, so knight against him. As you hear the knight, bring the mages forth! We need mages! Vic.
Ages.
We don't need mages.
Can I ascertain which one of these two is most damaged?
They're both hurt, but I'd say Horik's severely hurt.
Damn. This is one hell of a battle, dude.
Welcome to the next chapter. I told you, it's just gonna get harder. It's gonna ramp up.
I'm not dying.
Wrong
dude.
one. Nope, I apologize. Cast the wrong one.
He like smothers you with the spirit of the dying. You're gonna die now. I'm gonna make you not breathe anymore. As he brings
Die so I can heal you.
a handkerchief and like tries to fucking give you chemicals.
15 healing.
Chloroform.
Giggity.
Thank you so much for the healing.
And I haven't used my action. Can I drag you out of the way? So you're not in the line? Move them over.
I am happy in this corner. Don't take me away.
Okay, fair enough. I'll leave you where you are. I turned done.
Ooh. Alright, it's night. I'll move.
Wait, how did Horik die?
I don't know. Skeleton doesn't seem to be
Or were you just
phased
yelling?
by it as it begins to move through the ranks. Heading towards Aziz. Any held actions?
Yeah.
I have my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys go one at a time so you don't destroy. I mean, never mind. Go ahead. Do your thing.
That's a hit.
See? The Clorox
It
bottle.
blows up.
We need a way out.
As we'll end our session here as the mages come forth. 2 mages arrived to the battle.
My goodness.
That's
That's
good.
not good.
That's gonna be great.
Remember,
now
you
we're
still
getting
have
fired
that
both.
random guy. He's phasing up another bomb.
Oh yeah. We got. All right. We should take stock of any cool items or items we thought we would never use that we might have.
Don't we have like an elemental we can
Yeah,
Call
the
it-
Yeah, we
sun
have a
elemental